This is KCR, the sound of state.
Just take a nice breath in. Exhale that breath. Just allow yourself now to relax more and more. Because from this moment in time, there's nothing of importance for you to do except relax. Relax.
Hello, what is up, humans? Welcome to Scarlett Letter, episode 6. I'm your host and friend, Scarlett Santa Maria, giving you a peek into San Diego's underground electronic music culture. Speaking of this underground sounds, let me talk to you real quick about the history of house and techno. Did you know that black and brown people are mainly responsible for the evolution of today's dance music? The concept of EDM was actually constructed from the culture that originated in the 80s around house music and was later adopted by straight, cisgender, white Europeans. House was created in Chicago's South Side, and techno was born in Detroit by black and Hispanic people, who played for black and Hispanic people. Frankie Knuckles, who passed away in 2014, was a gay black man who was known as the godfather of house music. He was accountable for giving the genre its name when he DJ'd a mix of deep dance music, including soul, disco rap, and early funky electronic vibes, in a Chicago club called The Warehouse, which was mostly aimed towards gay people of color. What we know now as EDM comes from this earlier sound, like disco and other genres. This is music built by a marginalized group as a form of protest and as a reaction to inner city decay and struggle. Like plenty of things that have been adopted from people of color, electronic dance music isn't doing the best job at representing the community that created it. I mean, just take a look at DJ Mag's Top 100 DJ list with Carl Cox ranking at number 58 and the only black DJ on the list. Where are the brown faces that are responsible for the birth of these genres? That's what I want to know. If you have any thoughts about this, leave me a comment on the live stream right now on the Scarlet Letter Show Facebook. By the way, you all don't have to agree with everything that I say, but I think it's necessary to look at the music industry from my critical perspective. As much as I like to look at the bright side of things and focus on the positives, it's also important to look at what needs improvement in order for all of us to grow. And tonight, for episode 6, I have one of San Diego's most hardworking DJs, and his name is Tommy Maverick. How you doing? Welcome to the show.
Hi, how you doing? I'm doing well. Yeah, this is awesome.
Pretty great.
Cool.
Just get a little closer to the mic.
Yeah.
Do you have dinner already?
I'm gonna do that after this.
Oh,
Yeah.
nice, with the girl.
Yeah.
Shout out to the girl. She's in the corner right there looking cute.
Yeah, it's gonna be good stuff.
Awesome. What genres do you DJ and produce, Tommy?
So I really like electro house, trap, and dubstep. That's like the stuff that I don't know, I guess I'm known for mixing.
Yeah, I know you do a little bit of everything.
Yeah, and then I really am like recently getting into a lot more like house, and then also trying to really discover, a better range of, understanding techno, which I think is essential. I think DJs need to like really understand these genres, House and techno are just amazing stuff.
How do you think they can get a better understanding of it? Like, what do you mean?
Gotta go to more shows. I mean, everyone should go to more shows, I think. But when it comes to the DJs, I think that you have to really start looking outside of your genre, because it's just, if you're limiting yourself to just one thing, it's going to be, it's just not going to be that much of an exploration. And music's supposed to be like that. You're supposed to be really seeing everything there is to
And
offer.
immerse in it.
Yeah.
In the culture.
Yeah.
I agree. Is there a specific genre that you enjoy the most personally?
I like I don't like the one that I just naturally really enjoy to experience when I'm there. It's mostly because I don't know it very well. Is like psytrance.
Oh my god, I love psytrance.
Yeah, I like it because it's got a lot of bass. Some people when they think of like trance, or they think of, they might not know
They just
specifically
think
what
of
psytrance is.
uplifting.
Yeah, they just think of like that, vocal, like which is what
Yeah.
that's I like that stuff. But when it comes to psytrance, there's so much bass there. I think it satisfies even dubstep fans. It's enough
Yeah,
bass for anyone.
I agree. I love psytrance. I wish there were more shows with psytrance because that just wakes like a different person in me. And I remember EDC, the last EDC I went to, I was pretty much dead.
Yeah.
And then I go to the psytrance stage like Quantum Valley, and I'm like, it's like I come back to life.
Yeah, it has a great quality and energy to it.
Awesome. Well, that was great. Thank you for that. So how long have you been DJing and producing?
I've been DJing since May 2014.
All right.
I taught myself pretty much just because I had been going out. So like when I turned 21, it was in 2012. I turned 21. I was going to all these EDM shows.
Yeah.
And I didn't really. I had been making music before that, but it was like kind of video game kind of music. It was kind of
That's pretty
different.
cool.
I never really, could figure out how to make EDM back then. And so yeah, I started learning how to DJ, I guess, like by watching tutorials, and then in 2014, I actually like took the time to buy the program and then just practice regularly. It took me like 2 months to get a first gig, and then yeah,
Yeah, it makes sense because you have to build a foundation first.
yeah.
So what was your first gig? How did it go?
My first gig was in this place. It was an event called like this collective. They're collective. They're called the Shoebox Collective. I don't know if it's still active.
All right.
But my friends, they all went to like my high school, which is High Tech High International. It's in Point Loma.
All right.
So they all went to school either at my school or the school next to it, and so they invited me again, eventually for a show, and I just ended up like coming over, and it was like a weird show because it was like there's punk, and there was like folk bands, and there was rappers, and there was like me DJing on some controller, and
Wow.
it was in a living room.
It was
and
a little bit of everything, you know?
Yeah, and it was pretty cool, and it was a live stream, so I dug that. I don't know, it was a good first show.
Oh, that's awesome. In a living room, that's how I started too.
Yeah,
My
there was-
first show was in my family's living room. So we got to start somewhere.
There's like 50 people in this little living room. You've been DJing for
Yeah.
a while, and
Yeah.
like, how did you start doing it? I guess that's kind of I'm asking a question.
Oh, all right, all right. We're switching roles. How did I start? Well, I got started because this is like the backstory. My dad used to be a big time DJ back in Tijuana,
Okay.
in Mexico, and so I came along and he stopped DJing. He started like doing more big boy jobs and all.
Uh-huh.
So eventually, he started his business again, his DJing business, and I learned from him.
Yeah.
So that was, I think, 8 years ago. And he started getting all the equipment, like the mixer, the
Yeah.
speakers, and all that. And I learned from him. And eventually, I got my own equipment, and I just started doing parties, like
That's
going
cool.
to parties. Yeah.
That's cool. That's good. That's good.
Thank you. Yeah. Thanks for asking. All right, Tommy. What can I expect in the first half of the mix?
It's so like the mix is kind of like evenly like 100 BPM stuff,
All right.
and then the next part is 128 BPM stuff, and then the last of it is like trap kind of stuff.
All right.
So the first part is definitely going to be, it's got some voice noise, it's got kill the noise, it's got a lot of cool stuff like that. I dig it.
Ooh,
Yeah. So it should be cool.
excellent. I'm thrilled to hear this, and I'm sure everyone in this building is too. They're probably used to it by now. I'm sure they can wait for Thursday for them to hear the bangers. You
Yeah.
feel me?
There's some bangers in there.
Awesome. By the way, people, you're listening to KCR College Radio, the award-winning sound of state. We'll be back in 10 minutes for the second part of the interview. And if you want to see how we look like, you can watch the live stream right now on my Facebook page at Scarlett Letter Show. See you in a bit.
I can break it down like this. 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 This. I can break it down like this. This. I can break it down. I can break it down. Down. I can break it down.
Remember, all we
shit, do it. Do that shit, do that shit, do it. Do that shit, do that shit, do it.
Damn, this mix is dope for real. It got me headbanging over here. My inner bass head was shining bright like a diamond. Yeah, but I have many layers of my personality. I can be a trance head or a bass head or a techno snob, anything.
Yeah, it's good. It's good.
I feel it. Anyways, before I go back to Tommy, I have to make a couple announcements. The same ones I've been doing since day one. I don't know why they haven't changed them. All right, what up, management? Anyways, North Parks Observatory is an amazing venue that you can win tickets to. Make sure to check out all our giveaways on kcrlive.com. And make sure to follow us on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, Snapchat, and YouTube at KCR College Radio for weekly news and sports updates, as well as the latest giveaway opportunities. Woo! All right, that's done.
Good stuff.
Yeah. Welcome back, people. And I'm going to do SMR. ASMR. I don't know why I'm so into that, but
I think everyone's into it.
Yeah.
I think everyone really likes that. I don't know. There's something about it.
For some reason, I hate hearing people chew in person, but I could watch a girl chew for hours on my Instagram, like late night. I don't know what it is. Anyways, Tommy Maverick. Which was the moment that you decided that you wanted to be a DJ?
Oh, okay. I actually know that. Yeah.
Okay,
so,
perfect.
So when I was, it was at the end of 2013 is when I actually decided to start being a DJ.
Get closer to the mic.
It was New Year's. Okay, so New Year's, and we're over there by Event 5 was throwing an event. It was called We Are NYE.
Oh, yeah, I remember.
And it was pretty cool. I liked it. It was at 4 Point Sheraton, and I had met up with a friend of mine that was DJing there, Joseph, and he was in a group called Mutiny,
Mm-hmm.
and so basically he's DJing. It was like not, it wasn't even that late into the event. I went there for Seven Lions because I love Seven Lions.
Oh yes, I love
And
Seven
like
Lions.
in this event, like I'm just standing in the crowd and I'm just like hearing the song that was playing. I think was it was an audience song called Wayfarer,
Mm-hmm.
and so like I was that thing's like drop. It has a really cool breakdown,
Yeah.
and then the drop is pretty sweet.
And that's when you were like,
I was like, yeah, this is like I want to do this. You know, I don't want to be like in the crowd. I want to be
that
on
was
the
the
stage.
defining moment.
Yeah, I was like, this is a thing that I want to start doing. So after that, I mean, like when February came around, I bought myself Tractor. Like I bought Tractor. I just was like, I'm buying it.
Wow, fantastic. That was the moment.
Yeah.
You heard it here on Scarlet Letter.
It's good stuff.
So what keeps you motivated as an artist?
I think what keeps me motivated is just, you know, I really like sharing music with people. I've always been into music. I really like just being the one that shows somebody a song. You know, it's like I'm friends with like way too many DJs now, and I'm always like trying to find something that they have not heard so I can show it to them, and
That's
then
very cool.
I love that exchange.
Yeah.
You know, it's like
It's like a gift.
yeah, it's the best thing ever. So when it comes to producing or you know DJing, I really like the feeling of creating something new from what exists out there, the styles, and trying to bring things together.
Yeah.
I think that's really awesome.
That's awesome.
That keeps me very motivated.
Nice. Thank you for that. Is there someone that you look up to for inspiration?
Like an artist.
Yeah, or anyone. It could be
I
anything.
mean, yeah, the artist that I like the most, like my favorite artist is Skrillex, and I mean, like,
Yeah.
some people, I guess, I don't know why people. How could anyone really
I
not
don't-
like
I
Skrillex?
don't understand. I think there's
Oh.
like this negative notion that when someone blows up, it's like, oh, they're sellouts or whatever. But no, they're really talented. He's
Yeah.
really talented. I
He-
remember hearing
yeah.
Skrillex for the first time, like Kill Everybody and like
Yeah.
Scary Monsters and Nice Sprites. So I was like, whoa, what is this?
I'll be honest, I didn't get it at first.
Oh,
When
okay.
dubstep, like when that kind of dubstep came around, like I was a senior in high school, I think, and I honestly did not understand it at all because I was in this like metalcore scene, so I
Yeah.
was like in the mosh pit, I'm like, what is dubstep? And so eventually I got into dubstep because I thought it was funny, like I thought the sounds were funny. They're just like,
Yeah.
and I'm just like, what is
Basically.
going on? And then eventually I got it. Yeah. So, but Skrillex is pretty cool,
Yeah,
and
he's awesome.
I would love to meet him. But the thing is, like, what other artist made the theme song for Kingdom Hearts 3? There's no one else.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, that's a big deal.
All right. I agree. So can you tell me about your affiliation with Bassmnt? Are you still involved with them?
Yeah, like the way that I guess I don't work there like as a staff member. I can DJ there as much as if I want to.
Yeah.
I can just go DJ there if I like to. I really love the club. I go there at least once or twice a month. So
Awesome.
to support my other friends who DJ, it's just like for me, like I guess I want to focus on playing a lot of places. I want to play
Yeah,
other
you don't want to
places.
limit yourself to just one.
And like for me, I still send people like to Bassmnt. Like if someone,
Yeah, I've seen you still promoting, so I was
Yeah.
I was like, is this still or
because
not?
people ask me, after promoting tickets for like so many years, I think people still expect me to have tickets.
Yeah.
They expect me maybe to like walk them into the club. I'm probably not going to do that.
Yeah.
But like I'll tell you who can help you.
Yeah.
So that's what I do is I kind of refer them to the other promoters and
That's
the other
cool.
DJs because
So-
I think it's important.
Yeah, I agree. How was your overall experience with them? I mean, Bassmnt is one of the main EDM clubs in San Diego.
Yeah.
What was it like to be behind the glam and in front too? Because you were a resident DJ.
Oh yeah, it's just such a different thing, I guess. This like I don't really know what it's like to see an event, just purely as a party goer anymore. I guess there's like a whole behind the scenes stuff. But like I think for me, like if anything, the experience at Bassmnt made me love EDM more,
Awesome.
and love like the music industry more.
Yeah.
That as far as I'm part of that, um.
I
it's-
agree.
It's just
You're
it's
right.
just so different when you see like the effort and the business that goes into putting on a successful event. and nightclubs, they have a lot of competition. You have like Omnia, um you
Bang
have
Bang.
places like Bang Bang, which I go to Bang Bang
I
a
love
lot
Bang
more
Bang,
now.
yeah.
I'm gonna probably
Riches. I
go.
mean, I work there and I can
Yeah,
relate to it's just like a different experience. Like I used to party there all the time. Now I work there, so
yeah,
it's like a different value I place into a nightclub now.
yeah. I went to Basement for the first time like the second week it was open. So I've been that's like a long. I don't even remember what year that was. It's a long time ago. Voyeur was still open, I think, which that was my favorite nightclub
I
before
never went
Basement.
there.
It was a cool place. The first place I ever saw an LED wall. There's go-go dancers in the wall. Like if you ever look that place up, the videos were insane.
Wow. That sounds insane. So what's your current role in Vivana talent and
Oh
promotion?
yeah, so I guess like I have this group of DJs. My group of DJs, which I have under this name Vimana Talent, we are all part of the backroom group. So everyone in Vimana is part of the backroom thing. As of right now, I don't have the time to like dedicate fully
Mm-hmm.
to like running a talent kind of agency kind of deal. So so because of that, I basically, we're all working together and working with backroom.
Mm-hmm.
So backroom is the way to go.
All right.
Yeah, backroom.
So I saw that you recently released a mix from when you played at Riches in December.
Yeah.
That was a while ago. Can we expect any music from you soon?
Yeah, so I have a song that I want to release before I go to Italy. I'm going to Italy on the 26th. And so I want to release a track, and then
Whoa.
when I get back I will probably put together the next mix. So I do like a mix series. It's called Maverick Militia,
Mm-hmm.
and I've only done the
Nice.
first one, so I need to do the second one. And in the second one, I want to put like originals and stuff. But because of I mean, it takes me a while, I guess, to finish a song and really be happy enough with it to put
Yeah.
it out like that. Um,
It makes sense.
yeah, that's what I'm going to be focused on once I get back from Italy.
All right. Well, we'll be waiting for that. So what makes Tommy Maverick stand out from the rest?
Um, yeah, I don't. Like, as far as being, standing out as a DJ, I mean,
What makes you special?
it's a,
That's hard. That's a hard
I
question.
mean, like
I
I
know.
feel like it's easier to express, through a mix.
All
Like,
right.
but for me, I really like to do these kind of like, I don't know, I do these mashups that and I do them live. Um, I like to remix tracks and put them out, and the thing that I guess that helps me stand out, is a visual aspect, which is, I'm the guy with the mohawk, and
Yeah.
I've got like, I wear those green glasses that with the light, that they light up.
Yeah,
They're
like
pretty
the one I
sweet.
used in your promo
Yeah,
picture.
I really like that kind of look, which is kind of like I don't know, like the deal is it's kind of like a punk rocker look with like cyber elements. I guess that's
Nice.
called cyberpunk.
That's really cool. I like
I,
it.
I want to push that kind of an image because I love science fiction. I love
Mm-hmm.
I love the way that looks. So that's something that I want to press out more.
Through your
With
image.
my branding and also like a lot of content that I'm working on currently.
Perfect. Thank you. Are you comfortable with telling me your ethnicity?
Oh yeah, okay. I'm half Filipino and I'm half black.
All right. Is that layer of your identity really present in your life? Like, do you practice a part of your culture, or would you say you're more Americanized?
Yeah, I don't really think about it too much. I guess what is that?
Oh, there's a call, but
Oh yeah. Well, I don't know. I like my family. A lot of my family that I meet or I see is Filipino, I guess.
mm-hmm.
But I mean, I definitely identify with being black. I think it's important to really to do that.
Yeah. And do you think that your ethnicity has influenced the way you create or think about music?
I'm not sure. I've never really thought about that. Actually, I really don't know. I think the thing that influences my music, tastes and all that is really just the experiences that I've been able to go into, you know.
All right. So, what are your thoughts on the representation of people of color in the electronic music industry?
There should be more. There should be more women and more people of color. Those are both important things.
Yeah, I agree 100%. And what do you think the music industry should be doing to be more inclusive?
Well, I think I don't think it's the industry's job to force it. I think it's really an issue of like we have to do it ourselves. You know, like people like us, I think, need to try to reach out and inspire people to just kind of get involved in that. You know, so
Yeah.
you know, I never thought when I started doing music when I was younger, I never thought that I was going to start being an EDM DJ ever. I ended up being an EDM DJ because of all these experiences where I ended up at a rave. You know, somebody was like, "Hey, what are you doing this week? And I have an extra ticket to this festival. You're gonna come." And that
Hmm.
was the reason why I started even liking it. You
All
know?
right. Yeah. It comes at one moment where it changes your life.
Yeah,
Like the first time you go to an event and you're like, whoa, what is this world that
yeah,
I've never experienced before?
yeah.
It,
So I just think it's important for us to introduce more people, like us into the scene and get them to start making music or mixing. Just like make that interest available. But I think that comes down to like, maybe in some of our communities, it's tough because there is not like an availability of
there's
that.
in the resources.
Yeah.
Right?
If you don't have decks, if you don't have access to electronic music, if you don't know that electronic music exists, you can't become interested in it and you can't, improve that ratio in the scene.
That's true. Well, thank you for that. I
Yeah.
agree. And what advice would you give a DJ or producer that wants to be successful?
Advice?
Yeah.
I think that you have to be able to work really hard and you have to be able to you have to know that starting off, you're not going to be making, a bunch of money right off the bat. I think
Hmm.
that you should try to play as many shows as possible and establish yourself like as a resident somewhere at least. It doesn't have to be Basement nightclub. It can be like the hookah lounge or whatever if you want. But
Yeah.
but like you
You
need to
gotta start somewhere.
get regular gigs, play as much as you can, play in front of as many people as you can, and just get used to that. And don't be nervous and don't, I guess, worry about what people think. There's somebody out there that likes every single genre. If you're gonna go out there and play, happy hardcore, someone's gonna be wanting that. So
Yeah,
you just have to
definitely. You don't,
find your
yeah, don't
scene.
limit yourself and find your
Yeah.
niche
If
and be
yeah,
involved.
yeah, I think that's important.
So, what are your thoughts on San Diego's electronic music scene? You can start with the positive and anything that needs improvement.
Um, hmm. I wish there was more options, for like I wish there were more options for 18 plus kids, I guess. I feel like
Hmm.
that's a tough one. If I had I have friends come here from out of town and there's only one place they can go, which, I think is a great place. But if they for some reason don't like it there, it would be hard for them to find another option.
Option. Yes.
And I think that it's really important to to explain this thing, which is that if you only have 21 plus events, it creates like a gap. So, everything is moving in generations of ravers and party people. And, you don't need, there's stuff before ravers. Every
Yeah.
scene basically has like, you have the kids that are sneaking into events and they're going to undergrounds or whatever, which is cool, whatever. Then you have 18 plus events and then you have 21 plus events. If you have no 18 plus events, the kids like cannot transfer into the 21 plus crowd for that genre and it causes a scene to die. So you have to have 18 plus options. They need to make them better because there's, I don't really want to name anything, but there's some places that I've gone where like, yeah, it's a really cool 18 plus experience, but it feels so restricted that you're not able to like freely enjoy that music.
Yes. Yeah, there's someone calling.
Yeah, let's ask
Let's
them.
see if we can get him on air. Let's see. I have to follow the steps, so
Yeah, because I think they've
Absolutely
called
fine.
three or four times.
nothing.
That's interesting.
Oh, I think I didn't answer on time. Um,
Well, maybe they'll call back.
yeah, you can call back in a little bit. We're about to wrap up the interview. Sorry about that. I have no idea. I tried to. Oh, yeah. I didn't really hear. I didn't hear
Yeah.
anything. So.
Oh,
Oh,
there it is.
there it is again. Okay, let's try this again. So, PCR College Radio. Yeah, let me put you on the air right now. Give me 1 second. Hello, can you hear me?
Hey, what up, Scarlett?
Hey, I'm on air right now. Do you want to say something?
I just wanted to say that your guest.
Yes?
Do you know who I am?
I cannot tell who you are.
Tell Scarlett that it's Sebastian.
Oh, Sebastian, my brother.
Oh, okay.
How you doing?
Doing good. What's up?
Great. Do you have anything to say before we go on to the second half of the mix?
Definitely do. Your guest is bringing up some really good points about the 18 and up crowd, which I hadn't really thought about. I mean, I kind of had thought about it, but now hearing someone actually bring it up is bringing up like a really good point. It's kind of like validating thoughts that I had in the past. I don't know if I'm being clear, but yeah, I thought that was a pretty good response, and it was different than what I've seen most people say in your show.
Cool. That's cool.
Yeah, I agree because that's how I started. I mean, even I started at Scream, so those were 16 and up. I was actually there pretty young, and that's how I started getting into the electronic music scene. And we don't have that anymore. So I agree that
there's nothing like that.
Exactly.
Yeah, definitely. So I just wanted to give your guy props on his response.
Oh, thank
you. Say hi to you guys.
Thank you.
Thank
I
you.
appreciate
Thank you for
it. Thanks
calling.
for the love and the support, Sebastian. I really appreciate you.
Of course, I love you guys.
Love you too. Bye. Thank you.
Bye.
That's awesome. That's pretty awesome.
Yeah, definitely. Sebastian, he's an awesome guy. He was actually my very first guest here in
Awesome.
the show. And I respect his work. Divinity is an amazing show. Have you ever been to Divinity?
I have not.
You gotta
I
go.
should go.
You gotta go.
Maybe that's my next
Yeah.
thing to go to.
All right. Well, thank you so much for everything that you said so far. It's been really valuable.
It was fun.
And the interview is not over. We're gonna end with some stuff in a little bit, but I want to ask you one more thing. What's your favorite superhero?
Green Lantern.
Oh, why so?
I just think he's very, very cool. I mean, it's hard to really go into detail on it, but I really like in the Justice League. I mean, you know, I guess I think a lot of people think of Green Lantern. They think of, I guess, the white Green Lantern.
Yeah.
But I have never seen, you know, in Justice League they have a black Green Lantern, which I think is super cool because, you know, I'm not used to seeing a superhero that like is the same color as me, I guess. And he's also pretty cool. Even without his ring, he still can do some damage.
Still a baddie. All right. Thank you for sharing. We're about to go on the second part of the mix, of your bomb mix, because this is some banger stuff right here.
Thank you.
And we will be back in 10 minutes to finalize the interview, so don't go anywhere and move to the beat.
Sorry, I ain't got no money. I'm not trying to be funny, but I left it all at home today. You can call me what you wanna. I ain't giving you $1 this time. I ain't gonna run away. You might knock me down, but I will get back up again. You can call it how you wanna.
Headshot, baby, watch me kill the beat.
god. Now I really want to rave. Why
Yeah,
are
I
you
know.
doing this to me?
We can. Well, I mean, we have. It's only 9 o'clock almost. So
Well, I
mean,
work tonight, so
you'll get to dance a little bit.
I know. Yeah, I'm pretty fortunate that I work at Rachel's because sometimes they have some good DJs there.
Yeah, it's awesome.
All right, so we're back for the last part of the interview. Can you tell me about an event that you absolutely bombed? That just something went horribly
Oh
wrong.
man. Okay. Yeah. Okay.
Once upon a time.
Yeah. So it was my first set at Somewhere Loud. I completely failed. Okay. So like,
Ooh.
I tried to do my like tractor setup, and it was like kind of a makeshift controller because I didn't have like a DDJ-SX or a Tractor S4 or something. I had like all these like weird MIDI controllers, and
I'm gonna play your music in the background.
yeah. And so we're playing like, I basically go up there, I start like my set, and none of the stuff works. And,
Oh my god.
And like I had brought like 40 people to this, like all my friends came, and I honestly was so disappointed. I almost like never DJ'd again. I didn't think I
Whoa.
would ever get booked again. And that was like my first time playing at any venue other than the shoebox event.
Damn.
Yeah, it
But
was pretty embarrassing.
You rode through your adversities and you kept moving forward.
Yeah, I got really lucky, and I got another show, and then within like 6 months or something, I was already playing main stage there at that venue.
There you go.
Yeah, so I don't know.
You see, people, don't give up, even when you fail, because that's part of being human. You fail, but you gotta get up and keep moving forward.
It is the key.
Yep, perfect. I'm sure a lot of people will relate to that. We all have those moments. Can you tell me about your upcoming gig?
My upcoming gig is the Spectrum Party at Blonde Bar.
Yeah.
So that one's pretty cool. It's on Sunday. It's like a diverse dance music event where basically every DJ plays a different style completely. So
Oh,
it's a
that's
little bit of
awesome.
something for everybody. Usually I go to Blonde Bar and it's like, some techno
Techno
thing,
all the time. Techno,
which
tech
which
house.
is cool, I think.
I know.
think, but it's good to kind of do something else, there's some like funky stuff on there, and there's like
Oh.
some, it's all sorts of stuff.
That's great.
I'm very very happy to be on that show. I'm excited.
Yeah, people, check it out. Blonde Bar this Sunday, March 17, Spectrum Diverse Dance Party.
It's
And
lit.
any last shout outs or anything else that you want to say?
I don't know. I think I'm good. But thank you for having me on the show. It's like, this is super fun. I think it's great. I don't know. Now I want to go to a club.
I know, me too. That I was turning it up right now, headbanging, doing my moves. Definitely, we need to rave together sometime.
Yeah, it would be sweet.
Yeah, well, thank you so much for being my guest. It's been awesome having you here. And thank you for everything that you do. You work hard, man. Like, I see you're grinding,
Thank you.
and you're awesome. Thank you for that.
Yeah, thank you.
All right, so this was Scarlett Letter Show. Thank you for joining me another Thursday. And don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel where I'll be uploading the full shows and interviews. So I'll see you next Thursday. Have a great night. Be safe. Don't do drugs.
Don't
Just don't.
do it.
Bye.
Push it way down low. 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 Push it way down. Push it way down low.
the fire, through the fire, through the fire if you follow me. Through the pain and the mad, through the weight of the sorrow. I will not be afraid if you take my hand. If you stay, if you stay.